I think we can talk about what has worked for us, right? At the
Hmm.
end of the day, we can talk about experiences that have worked for us or for other people that we've actually witnessed. It doesn't mean that it's always going to work for everybody. And I think we have to be, there's discernment, right? I always say
Yeah.
discernment is so important because if you turn, a lot of content creators get into this habit of thinking they're going to change the world. Okay.
Hmm.
They come into the scene and they think, oh, I'm going to be the change. And they start virtue signaling everywhere. And then they start attacking people. And I'm better than you because I'm going to do this. This is where it gets dangerous, right?
Hmm.
Be humble, have discernment, understand you can share your perspective, you can share your experiences, but at the end of the day, this world is not going anywhere good. And we have to admit that.
That's a
And we
good
have to
point that you
say,
bring up. It's a really
but we
good
have to
point.
say,
Real
like,
quick.
what do we want to do about it, though? At the end of the day, it's not going anywhere good.
You
But
can
what are
you
we
can
going to do
say
about it?
you can do the right thing yourself, right? Keep actively going against evil, right? Yourself, self accountability, but then take somebody along with you and then help them take somebody else along with you, right? So it's little communities, but ultimately we have to be willing to get in front of them and have real connections because there is no respect does not exist online, guys. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing though, I do, which is probably different from people on the panel, but I'm going to say this. I definitely go to war against these people. I'll go on panels, I'll do debates, and they'll say, well, this is why sleeping around is good. Great. I love to do a panel with this person to destroy their ideology. Let's say Gia and Glenn, I do not change their mind. Well, there's 10,000 people watching these debates. I can change the minds and hearts of these people at home. They can say, well, oh, Marte's convinced me of his point. This makes more sense. Yeah, they are producing problems and not solutions. So that's what I do. I pick up a sword and I fight in the arena. Everybody has their own way of doing this, posts,
True.
content that they produce. But I think that to complain and not do anything is almost like a sin of omission. If you see a child being touched and you do nothing, how are you not complicit? This is the same logic that people apply and then say, well, I'll throw this back at them and say, you're complaining, but you're not doing anything. How
No,
great.
Well,
you're
you know
you're
what I've
right.
said is
You're right.
that a lot
Pointing
of people
fingers gets
have
nowhere.
made a lot of people have made the red pill their destination instead of treating it like a gas station. Instead of coming in here, getting the information and the tools that you need, and going back on your journey, they have made it their home. And they actually have the sense of community in these echo chambers where they get to say, women ain't shit. What's the point? There's no marriageable women that just enjoy the decline. And unfortunately, there's people capitalizing on that instead of saying, you know what? This is a problem. Let's do something about it. Now, instead, we may never in our lifetime actually see the fruits of our labor, but our children's children may benefit from it. And if you don't have that mindset, and if you're not thinking about how it's going to affect the generations that you are leaving, this earth with, then that's a problem.